Hello everyone! Welcome back to C2 Novel and Vocab Week 17! Woo! Welcome back, and I hope everyone has had an awesome week so far. So let's hurry up and get started. Again, if you have watched these videos, you can skip this introduction. If you're new, please pay attention. Hello, my name is Miss Kimberly, and the goal of our session is to have students understand each word in our vocabulary workbook and to be cognizant and know some of the phrases from the novel that may be difficult to understand. So I am here to explain to you. So what are we doing today? Today's agenda will be 1. Week 17 vocabulary. 2. Go over our example sentences. And 3, review and self-study for you. So let's move on. Why are we doing this? We're doing this for vocabulary acquisition. This is for you to build your vocabulary book in your brain by learning the definition, the synonym, the antonym, and the part of speech of a word. This can significantly, greatly improve your reading comprehension and enhance contextual usage, meaning how you would use it. Also, 2, we will be going over example sentences, and this will help with your writing variation, to write in different sentences. By looking at a variety of example sentences with a specific vocabulary word, students, you, can learn how to use the word in different sentence structures and even use it in your essays. So let's get started. Everyone, please go. If you have not, get your vocabulary workbook and turn to week 17, which is on page 100 and 101. Some of you may already know, but this week will be a review week. So yes, you should already know words 1 through 10 because they are from week 13 and week 14. So 1 through 6 is from week 13. And 7 through 10 is from week 14. So, hopefully, you already know these words, and then you'll get 100% on your vocabulary test after watching this video. So let's move on. Is everyone on page 100? Good. Let's get started, everyone. Number 1, say annoy. Annoy. The synonym is aggravate, and the antonym is please, to make someone happy. So our part of speech is a verb, and the definition says to make someone angry. Look at this girl in this picture. She's like, ugh. She looks quite angry. Let's look at our example sentence and how it is connected. Her brother annoyed her with his noisy running. So I guess she is trying to do something, and then her brother keeps being really loud while he's running. So it annoyed her. It made her angry. Annoy. Please repeat after me. Her brother annoyed her with his noisy running. Good, let's look at the example sentences at the bottom. It says, if you keep talking during a movie, it may annoy other people in the theater. So I know that we want to talk during the movie and say, wow, cool, and then, talk to our friends. But if we keep talking during the movie, people around us, they may be angry. They may become angry, or the word annoyed, because they're trying to watch the movie, but they just hear talking. Okay? Example 2 says, my brother annoyed me when I was trying to do my homework. So here we are trying to do our homework and focus and be good students. And then this brother over there is playing a game on, I don't know, the computer or the TV or on a little tablet. And they're being very loud. So it made us angry. It annoyed me. Everyone say annoy. Very good. Number 2, the word is frustrated. Ooh, everyone say frustrated. The synonym is upset, and the antonym is content. And the part of speech is an adjective, and the definition says annoyed, the word we just went over, disappointed, or discouraged. So this word means that you're feeling angry, you're feeling kind of sad, and you're discouraged. You don't know what to do. Let's look at the example sentence. It says, I was frustrated when I didn't know how to write an essay. I'm sure all of you have maybe felt this way one time in your life when you didn't know how to write an essay. You're like, what am I supposed to write here? I don't know. Angry. That feeling that you felt is becoming frustrated, annoyed, sad, mad, don't know what to do, is frustrated. So repeat after me. I was frustrated when I didn't know how to write an essay. Good. Example 1. It says, after working hard on my puzzle for hours, I became frustrated when I couldn't find the last piece. Pretend that you had like a 5,000 piece puzzle. Those are like super huge. Okay. And you're almost done and you have the last piece and there's like a little hole in the middle of your puzzle because that's where the last piece has to go in. But you can't find it. And you spend all this time making this puzzle. You don't just feel angry. You feel angry, annoyed. You feel disappointed because you put all this time into it. It's all those feelings into one, which is frustrated. Good. Example 2. Everyone on the bus was frustrated because of the heavy traffic. So here, people on the bus need to go somewhere, but because of the heavy traffic, the bus isn't moving, so everyone felt frustrated. Wonderful. Everyone say frustrated. Number 3, impress. Repeat after me, impress. Impress. Good. And the part of speech is a verb, and the definition says, to cause someone to admire or respect you. So after someone does something, you're like, oh, that impressed me. Oh, that person looking pretty good. I admire and respect that person now. Okay, the example sentence says, the biker tried to impress the others by doing tricks on his bike. My, look at this picture here. It looks quite dangerous. But he's trying to impress the others. He's trying to make them say, wow, he's really good by doing these tricks. So repeat after me. The biker tried to impress the others by doing tricks on his bike. Wonderful. Down at the example sentences. Number 1. I impressed my teacher when I pronounced a difficult vocabulary word correctly. If there was a super long word and a student had pronounced it correctly on first try, I'd be like, wow, that impressed me. You're very good. To make someone admire them. Example 2, it says, the magician impressed everyone in the audience when he made the bunny disappear. So you know how magicians, they sometimes do tricks. And it's like, oh, here's a bunny, and I will make it disappear. 1, 2. And then everyone in the audience goes, ooh, That is you becoming impressed. You're like, wow, that magician is really good. Then you have been impressed. Okay, everyone say impress again. Good. Number 4, the word is figure. Figure. The synonym is believe, and the antonym is question. The part of speech is a verb, and it means to expect or think that something will happen. You're like, I think, I can predict, I figure. Those are all synonyms also. I believe. And the example sentence says, I figured it was time for me to go home because it was getting dark. So of course, you don't want to stay out too late when it's all dark. So he figured, he believed, he thought that it was time to go home. Okay? Repeat after me. I figured it was time for me to go home because I was... Let's start again. I figured it was time for me to go home because it was getting dark. Good. Example sentence 1. She figured that her parents wouldn't let her go to her friend's house, so she didn't even ask. So here, this girl wants to go to her friend's house and play, but she thought her parents would say no, so she didn't even ask. Example 2. I figured that my cat was hungry because she kept meowing. Meow, meow. My cat also does that all the time. So I was like, oh, she's meowing because she's hungry. I figured, I believed, I thought. I found out. Okay, everyone say figure. Number 5, the word is lame. Everyone say lame. And we only have a synonym here, and it says pathetic. It is an adjective, and this is especially of an excuse or argument, meaning that the argument or excuse is weak and unsatisfactory. So not a very good excuse or reason or argument. The example sentence says, I gave a lame excuse to my teacher saying that my dog ate my homework. I remember saying this in the video before. That's quite an excuse that everyone uses in America. Why didn't you do your homework, Kimberly? My dog ate it. And the teacher's like, really? Your dog ate it? That's a lame excuse. Okay, repeat after me. I gave a lame excuse to my teacher saying that my dog ate my homework. Good. Example 1. The teacher didn't appreciate the student's lame excuse for not doing her homework. So I made the sentence a little bit of a connection to the top one. So the top was the student's perspective, and this example sentence was the teacher's perspective. So you can use the same word in a different way. Woohoo! Example 2. I knew it was a lame reason, but I didn't want to go camping because of the mosquitoes. So say that your friends are like, hey, let's go camping. And you're like, I can't. And then your friends go, why? Why not? And then you would say, I don't like mosquitoes. And then your friends will be like, ugh, that's a lame reason. Come on, let's just go. I just did a little bit of acting for you over there. Okay, great. Everyone say lame. Great. Number 6. The word is ungrateful. Ungrateful. The synonym is unappreciative. And then the opposite, the antonym, is thankful. I believe I gave this tip in the last video. Again, when you're studying for the test, look for patterns. Here, ungrateful starts with the prefix un. So does our synonym. So then you can remember it that way. And both the base of the word grateful and appreciative means to be thankful. Which is then the opposite here, our antonym. You can also think of it like this. Our word ungrateful ends with full, and so does thankful. This may help for the test. And it is an adjective, not showing or expressing anything. So not showing that you thank someone. The example sentence says, Jack was an ungrateful person because he always complained about everything. So say that your mom bought you a new phone. You're like, Mom, this isn't the phone I wanted. I wanted the iPhone 1000 XYZ. And then the mom's like, how ungrateful. I bought you a new phone. You should say thank you. So repeat after me. Jack was an ungrateful person because he always complained about everything. Example 1. If you borrow a book from the library and return it damaged without saying sorry, it might be considered ungrateful. Why? Because it was not your property, it's the library's book, and if you damaged it without saying sorry, it's like, that student's not grateful for the book at all. Example 2. You should always say thank you after receiving a compliment, not to seem ungrateful. Ooh, Miss Kimberly added another vocabulary word in that sentence. Do you know which one? Compliment. Yes, very good. And yes, so you should always say thank you after receiving a compliment so that you are showing thanks. All right, number 7. The word is brag. Brag. And the synonym is boast, and the part of speech is a verb. And it means to speak in a boastful manner. But Miss Kimberly, what if I don't know what the synonym boast means and the word boastful in the definition means? That's why I'm here to help. To speak in a boastful manner means that you're like showing off. Hey, I got this new necklace. Isn't it pretty? It's better than your necklace. That is showing off. That's being in a boastful manner and you're bragging about something. The example sentence says, my uncle always brags about how much money he has. So here, this uncle's probably like, I have 10 quadrillion bazillion dollars. And I'm so rich, I can buy whatever I want. And they keep bragging, and they're showing off about how much money they have. Repeat after me. My uncle always brags about how much money he has. Good. Example 1. My classmate kept bragging that he was the best basketball player, but no one was listening to him. So here this student is saying, I'm so great at basketball. I beat that team. I can shoot this many shots. I'm so great. Bragging, but people didn't want to hear it, so they didn't listen to him. Example 2. My brother bragged about his field trip to Lotte World when I got home from school. So he's like, ha, Kimberly, I got to go to Lotte World for my field trip, and you had to study all day at school. I had so much fun. I bought this. I rode on this ride. That is called bragging. Okay, everyone say brag. Brag. Number 8, the word is pile. Repeat after me, pile. And the synonym is stack. You like my hand motions there? It is a noun, and they are objects positioned one on top of another. Okay? A pile. I saw a pile of dirty laundry by the washer. Over here, you can see that there are clothes one on top of another. That means it's a pile. I saw a pile of dirty laundry by the washer. Repeat. Thank you. Example 1. My friends and I picked up trash around Haeundae Beach and made a pile so that it was easier to clean up. So they picked up all this trash, put it in a pile, and then they put it in the trash can and threw it away. Or, example 2, we collected a pile of sticks for the fire when we were camping. So they got all these sticks, put it in a pile, one on top of another, so that they're ready to make the fire. Pile. Number 9, we are now on page 101. The word is umpire. Everyone say umpire. And the synonym is a referee. And it is a noun, which is a person who controls the game and makes sure that the rules are followed. If you remember from last video, for our novel video, I had a quote that the umpire said. I hope you remember. Strike 1. Let's look at the example sentence. All the athletes have to follow the umpire's decision. So you cannot fight against him. You just have to listen to him because he is the one who rules the game and controls the game. Usually wearing this outfit here in the picture. So repeat, all the athletes have to follow the umpire's decision. Great. Example 1. The umpire yelled out, strike 1, when the batter missed the pitch. Or, like the book said, strike 1. Example 2, the baseball player threw the ball to the umpire at the end of the inning. So at the end of each round, they would throw the ball back to the umpire so that he can give it to the next team. Very good. Number 10 is the word compliment. The synonym is praise, and the antonym is insult, to say something mean about someone. It is a noun, and it means a remark that expresses approval, admiration, or respect. So a compliment is a remark, something that you say to show that you approve of them, that you admire them, and that you respect them. It says, my teacher gave me a compliment on my project. So that means the teacher would have said, good job, what a great effort that you put into it. This is the best project ever. These are all different types of compliments. So repeat again. My teacher gave me a compliment on my project. Good job. High five. It was a huge compliment when she told me that she liked my new hairstyle. So it's like maybe you got new haircut and you're like, wow, Kimberly, your hair looks so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. That means they showed their approval of my beautiful haircut. Example 2 says, I wrote a compliment at the bottom of his essay because I knew he worked really hard on it. So you'd be like, great hook for your introduction paragraph. It was one of the best ones I've read so far. That would be a compliment that a teacher could write. Good. Everyone say compliment. All right. We are done with reviewing weeks 13 and 14 words. Starting from 11 to 16, we'll be looking at the words from, yes, TED. Everyone repeat after me. The word is invest. Invest. It is a verb and it means to put money into a business. It means that you're giving a company or a business money so that they can use it however way they want. I invested my money in my brother's company. So you're like, here, brother, you can use my money for your company and I will have a share of it, which you learned from TED Talks. So repeat after me. I invested my money in my brother's company. Good job. And example 1, it says the city will invest millions of dollars to build 2 more schools. So here, the city, the government, will put money into this business to make 2 new schools for children to go to. Example 2, the man only invested his money in companies that he trusted. So if you have a lot of money, you don't want to just give your money to any business. You must, know the history of the business, know why they're doing this for, really trust them and have a relationship. Invest. Everyone say invest. Great. 12. The word is record. Record. And yes, there is another word with the same spelling that is not pronounced record, but is pronounced how? Record, like record your voice. But here, that is not the word we are doing. We are doing the word record. And here, this means history. It is a noun. It's the written information that shows that something happened. Let me explain in the example sentence. All the students' records are kept in the principal's office, meaning your grades, maybe your report cards, are all in the principal's office. Or maybe your information, like your parents' information. Those records are at the principal's office, just in case you get hurt. I'm pretty sure this is true at your school. So repeat after me. All the students' records are kept in the principal's office. Very good. Let's look at my example sentence at the bottom. 1. My doctor has all of my past medical records on the computer. This is very true. So when you go to the doctor and tell them your name and your date of birth. They look it up like, okay, Kimberly, yes, okay, I see that you were here last week because you had a cold. And this week, okay, you're here for a checkup. Okay, thank you. The doctor office has all of your information from your past medical visits, medical records on the computer in their system. Example 2. My teacher keeps a record of all of her students' absences. This is what I used to do also, because if a student was absent, then you would want to check up with that student in the next class, make sure that they are not falling behind. So this teacher kept a record of it. Okay, everyone say record. Great. Number 13. Profits. Everyone say profit. The synonym is gain. It is a noun and it means the money that you get when you sell something for a higher price than you paid. So it's how much money do you make from the business? The company made a huge profit last year. Quite short sentence. Repeat after me. The company made a huge profit last year. Meaning the company made a lot of money. But let me explain this word more for your level here. So in example 1, it says, he made a huge profit when he sold his cookies for $1 each when he only paid $2 for the cookie mix. So say that you bought cookie mix and it was only $2 and it could make 20 cookies. And then you sell each cookie for $1, you make $20. But you only spent $2 to make them. So you made a profit. Get it now? Good. Example 2. If businesses don't make a profit, they may have to shut down. Because if they're not making money, and they're minus money, in the negative, and it's declining, then yes, they may have to shut down. Everyone say profit. Good. Number 14, otherwise. Otherwise. This is a different type of part of speech, but we'll go over it in just a second. The synonym is else, and the antonym is likewise. Again, otherwise, likewise, same. It's a conjunction. Everyone say conjunction. A conjunction is a connecting word like and, or, but. And we also have otherwise here, and there are other conjunctions as well. Remember this. And you may have to remember the abbreviation is CONJ. And the definition means if not, or else, meaning I should write everything down, otherwise I'll forget it. Meaning if this person doesn't write everything, they will forget. Okay, repeat after me. I should write everything down, otherwise I'll forget it. So if they do not, they'll forget. Example 2. You better tell your mom about your test score. Otherwise, she may get angry if you hide it. Example 2. Put your toys away. Otherwise, I'll throw it away. Quite scary. But this sentence is saying, if you do not put your toys away, I will throw it away. Okay, that's why it says in the definition, if not. We're almost there. 15, everyone. Everyone say asset. Asset. And the synonym is advantage. And the antonym, put a DIS in the front of that, is disadvantage. It is a noun and it means a useful or valuable quality or a valuable skill or a valuable person. Repeat after me, or let me read it first. Since Amy has a lot of good skills and knowledge, she will be a good asset to the team. So she's going to be what? Yes, a valuable person to the team, a good asset, because she has many skills and knowledge and she's smart. Example 1. After you repeat, since Amy has a lot of good skills and knowledge, she will be a good asset to the team. I like that sentence because it's nice and long. Example 1. Speaking 2 languages is a valuable asset when looking for a job. But it would be better if you spoke 3, if it's an international company. Speaking 2 languages is a valuable asset, it's a valuable skill when looking for a job. Great. Example 2. The new soccer player was an asset to the team because he scored a lot of goals. So here, he was a valuable person to the team because of all of his goals. Last word. Great. Everyone say suspect. Suspect. And it means to speculate, and it is a verb. To think or believe something to be true or probable. Probable means something that may be able to happen. The example sentence says, I suspect that the man in the middle stole my money. So we don't know why this person said that, but they think that the person in the middle stole their money. To think or to believe. You're like, Okay, repeat after me. I suspect that the man in the middle stole my money. Example 1. The police suspect that there are 2 criminals for the crime. So not just one person, but they think there are 2 people. And example 2. I suspected that my sister ate the last piece of cake because she still had cream on her lips. So you suspect her, you're like, she probably ate the last piece of cake because she still has it on her face. To think. Wow! Everyone, round of applause. We finished another week, but you know the drill. We must repeat all of the words. Number 1, annoy. 2, frustrated. 3, impress. 4, figure. 5, lame. 6, ungrateful. 7, brag. 8, pile. 9, umpire. 10, compliment. 11, invest. 12, record. 13, profit. 14, otherwise. 15, asset. And 16, suspect. Woo! Good job, everybody. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for joining me in this video. But we're not done. What do we have to do now? You have to now review and self-study for contextual mastery so that you can become a master in vocabulary. Review all of the words again. Read it all out loud. And then go and do your homework pages, which is page 102 and 103. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. I am always happy to see you guys. I can't wait to see you next week. And till then, bye!